Okay, today we're checking out another live performance from BABYMETAL. This video is going to be a little bit of a marathon, so we have 4 variations of this song we're going to be checking out. We're going to start off with this performance I found from 2011, before they had a live band, because I haven't listened to any of their super early stuff. There was one other video for this song I found was from 2010, a little bit earlier, but it was a minute, maybe like a minute and a half. So I wasn't sure if that was going to be a full performance. So we're going to start off with this. Then we're going to go to the 2014 version with the Kami band. Then we're going to do the performance from the Legends tour from last year. And then we're going to end it off with the cover version of this song. So it's going to be 2011 live performance, then 2014, then 2024, and then the cover version of this song that came out in 2012. So strap in, because this is going to be super interesting watching how their live performance has evolved over the period of about 13 years. And then the cover was suggested by a bunch of people, so that's just going to be icing on the cake to end this out. And so shout out to all the people that suggested this one. Before we get started, I have a Patreon link down below with all of my fully and partially blocked reactions, along with a more interactive tier if that's something you guys would be interested in. Also, if you enjoy this video, if you could like and subscribe, that would be awesome. And feel free to comment down below any other bands, artists, or live performances that you'd like to see. And let's see what we got. Oh, okay. This is wild. Okay, so still fairly similar choreography to what they do in their more recent stuff. It's weird seeing them look even younger than their performances from 10 years ago. And so still a pretty heavy track. And then I'm not 100% sure, but I think even the vocals might just being played in the track as well. I'm not sure if there's any actual live singing in this or if it's all just lip syncing for performance sake, but I guess we'll see. Very poppy chorus. Okay, yeah, so I don't think there's any live vocals happening there, because those are very polished. You can hear the layers. I'm assuming this is how it's all mixed in the original track. So I think this is all just for the performance aspect, which is totally fine. I'm sure she can still sing really well at this age live, but they might also just not have a budget for a full live sound setup at this point either. I'm sure some of you guys know more details about this performance. There's always people in the comments that are letting me know, so if you have more details about this performance, definitely drop that in the comments below. But I'm pretty sure all of their sound happening here is just in the tracks. Wow. I guess the one plus side to just playing with tracks is you can put way more energy into your choreography. But the fact that this is where they started to where they're at now is absolutely wild. All right, let's jump into the next one. Man, just in 3 years too. God, that stage is so cool. Oh yeah. Listen to that crowd. Yeah, vocals already sound way different. Nice pre-chorus section. It's so poppy. Drummer's killing it. Yeah, it's also cool being able to hear all the instrumentations way better in this performance. Those transitions just crack me up to where it's very poppy in the chorus and then just right into the heavier stuff. Because it sounds so good, but you can tell this is the kind of stuff that made them stand out early on. Just meshing those two genres together. And then I really like all the electronic effects happening in the tracks as well. It sounds really cool. There's kind of a shuffle effect happening for this heavier section here. Sounds dope. More kind of spoken word stuff. Melody gets a little poppier here. And then just straight pop. Really nice synth in the chorus here too. And then gets heavier at the end in those transitions. Oh, nice guitar parts there. Look at the bass player, dude. Hold on. The bass player's just jamming out here, having such a good time. Right here, just bobbing his head. Double kick. So good. Absolutely fantastic. This is kind of what I expected most of their older songs to be. where you got a really poppy chorus, you have the heavier elements even within the chorus, add in some double kick, and then transitioning right into a really nice, heavy, chunkier guitar riff, and then just blending those elements throughout the song. Because I love it when heavier bands have a really poppy, catchy chorus like that. When you can blend those two elements from those two genres together, I think that's a great formula, and they made it work really well with this song. And now for the most recent performance. Of course, the audience loves it. Going back to the roots. Those drums are just so punchy in this live mix. Such a good pre-chorus. It's so good. Okay, so they've kept all of the elements in the backing tracks, the electronic sounds, the synth during the chorus. They've kept all that exactly the same throughout all of these performances. There was one or two other songs where I listened to the older performance and the newer performance, and there was a few elements that they changed mainly in their tracks. But with this, it's so good. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Their outfits are also just really cool in this one. Same choreography here throughout all of the performances, which is wild. part in the bridge where they all fall down and get up, the way they've kept at least that section of the choreography the same even to this day is wild, especially seeing where they started out with that first crowd where they're playing to maybe 100 to 200 people, and then the evolution of their overall sound, and then how their outfits have improved over the years as well. Shout out to their wardrobe person. But when you can compare it to where they started out, it's just awesome to get a glimpse of their transformation in a fairly short period of time. And then this song is still structured perfectly for their live shows. You get a good amount of crowd interaction. They get to chant a little bit at the beginning of the song and more towards the end of the song. And then this is a bit of an easier song for the guitar players as well, because the guitarists are playing that chunkier riff when it comes in, but there's no guitar solos and they're playing really basic stuff during the chorus. And then the drummer still has a good amount of double kick, but it's also a fairly easier song for their drummer as well. But when they perform this live now, it's got to be very nostalgic for a lot of their fans. It's really cool getting to dive into the evolution of this song and how far they've come as a group. And we're going to end things out on this cover. This should be interesting. Sounds like they sped it up a little bit. Oh yeah. So that was going to be another guess I had for this before diving into it, that the spoken word sections in the song that they were probably going to do harsh vocals for, and I assume would keep the chorus somewhat the same but maybe sing it down an octave. But I like the low screams in here. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, they definitely sped this up a bit. And it sounds like they changed the lyrics a little bit as well. It's slightly less poppy and a little bit heavier the way that they're doing it, but it still sounds dope. Very interesting mix on this also. Nice. Very interesting mix on that one. They had the electronic effects super loud in the mix and those extra added beats in there. But 2012 overall mixes were not as dialed in as they are, especially nowadays. But yeah, there's just something about the way he sang the chorus, how it sped up and just the way he sang it down the octave, I thought was a bit amusing. And then some of the way they did the vocals in the verses were also very interesting. Because he had a low scream in there, but he also was kind of talking with just some very low vocal fry in some parts. And then overall, overall just a bit more chaotic than the BABYMETAL version, but still an interesting listen for sure. Yeah, that was dope. For BABYMETAL, that's definitely the poppiest song I've heard from them so far. Shout out to BABYMETAL and their team they had super early on who helped put this song together. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you could like and subscribe, also go check out some of the covers that I've done on my channel, and I will see you in the next one.